Hello, my name is Michael Roberts, and I will be answering question 14 from my video presentation. My question states, would you say the culture you now live in has reached a prefigurative state by now in some respects? To correctly answer this question, one must know the definition of prefigurative culture. The book defines it as a culture in which young people teach knowledge to adults. Therefore, now that we know the correct definition, I must say that I agree that our culture has reached a prefigurative state in some respects. The reason I believe this to be true is mostly due to the technological gap that exists between our generation and the generations of our parents and grandparents. The second part of the question asks for some examples of the prefigurative pattern. The examples that I will be focusing on during this presentation all deal with technology and how the older generation tends to have difficulty with these specific items. The first item we will be focusing on is the cell phone. As we all know, the older generation tends to have great difficulty operating this piece of technology. We all have seen how this invention has revolutionized the way that society communicates with one another. Unfortunately, the older generations tend to fall behind in the ability to operate them. The majority of the older generations seem to have a love-hate relationship with regards to cell phones. They tend to love the idea of having all the features of the newer, more sophisticated devices. However, they tend to hate the complexities brought on by all of these features. These complexities tend to confuse and disorient the older generations, therefore requiring us to show them how to correctly utilize them, or in some extreme cases, just how to navigate around the basic call, text, or address book functions that they offer. The second form of technology that we tend to have to teach the older generations how to use correctly is the computer. This technological breakthrough seems to have the ability to infuriate even the most docile of the older generation, whether it be showing them how to send or receive email, or whether it be showing them how to look something up online. One must demonstrate great patience and perseverance to accomplish this task. To make things more complicated, we all know the one older person who tries to be cool and have a Facebook and or Twitter. This presents a whole nother range of problems, due to not only requiring the older individual to be computer savvy, which almost never happens, but also be able to navigate the subtle nuances incorporated in these social networks. The last form of technology we will look at is the home entertainment system. Yet again, we as the younger generation have seen how much patience it takes to try and explain how to hook up all the required audio, video, input, and output cords up correctly, and how much better off we are to just try and do this task ourselves, rather than to try to explain it. All jokes aside, all of these forms of technology are examples of how the culture we are now living in has reached a prefigurative state in some respects. Thank you for your time and your alertness throughout this video presentation.